Hello everyone and welcome to my presentation. My name is Megan Wheeler and I'm a senior at Roanoke College. I'm a double major in sport management in Spanish with a concentration in sport analytics. Today I'm going to be presenting my analysis on the different types of shots and shooting percentages for Roanoke women's basketball. The research questions which I examined throughout my study include the following. Which type of shot has the best shooting percentage? Which type of shot has the worst shooting percentage? In addition to looking at the percentages for the different categories, I also analyzed the expected points made in comparison to the shots made for each of the categories of the shots as well as for different distances away from the basket. The 4 shooting categories include catch and shoot, 1 to 2 dribbles shoot, 3 to 4 dribbles shoot, 5 plus dribbles shoot. I was able to watch and collect data from all of the Roanoke women's games from the 2019-2020 season and 2020-2021 season. I recorded all of the shots using the StatCrew app on the right of the slide, and in total my research consists of 39 Roanoke women's games from their past 2 seasons. As you can see on the pie chart to the left, the 0 dribbles category stands out with the highest number of total shots taken, followed by the 1 to 2 dribbles category. Both 3 to 4 and 5 plus categories are significantly lower than the other 2. This makes sense as most of the shots taken would be either catch and shoot or 1 to 2 dribbles, and the players that would contribute most to the 3 to 4 and 5 plus categories would be the guards who are responsible for taking the ball up the court and have the ball in the hand for the majority of the possession. The graphic on the right of the slide illustrates basic shooting percentage for all 4 of the categories. The 0 dribbles category has the highest shooting percentage with 38%. Technically, the second best shooting percentage is the 5 plus dribbles category. However, because the number of shots taken for this category is significantly lower than the other categories, there's not enough data or evidence that would support that this shooting percentage correctly represents the 5 plus category. Therefore, the 1 to 2 dribbles category would follow the 0 dribbles category as the second best shooting percentage with 35% shots made. While analyzing the data, I used a formula for the probability of making a basketball shot, which I developed throughout my research in 2018-2019, to predict the expected shots made for each of the different shooting categories. Expected points made represents the number of points a player or team should score, depending on the number, types, and locations of shots, and is calculated using the expected make function. So if a player or a team is shooting above the expected points, they're shooting better than the average for that different type or location of shot. I then use the expected make function to compute probabilities and find the expected points made for each type of shot. The graphic on the screen represents the total shots and compares the shots made versus the shots expected made. So looking at the plot in general for 0 dribbles, Roanoke was expected to make 498 shots and they made 543 shots. So Roanoke shot 8.8% above expected for 0 dribbles. Aside from the 3 to 4 dribbles category, Roanoke shot better than they were expected to for all of the other categories. I then did the same thing, but for comparing different distances away from the basket. For shots 0 to 5 feet away from the basket, Roanoke shot better than they were expected to for all 4 of the categories. This makes sense as of how close the players would be to the basket when they're taking the shot, as well as most of the shot being layups or floaters or occurring on fast breaks. For shots 6 to 10 feet away from the basket, Roanoke shot better than expected for 0 dribbles in 5 plus dribbles category and worse than they were expected to on the other 2 categories. As far as shots 10 to 18 feet away from the basket, Roanoke shot worse than they were expected to for all 4 of the category. This can be translated as seeing how the style of the game of basketball is changing, where more players are taking 3-pointers and layups and less players are focusing on their mid-range game. And finally, for the 3-pointers, the most significant category is the 0 dribbles, as it includes the majority of the 3-pointers in the data set, and in this category, Roanoke shot better than they expected. In conclusion, less is better. As far as basic counts and shooting percentages, 0 dribbles has the best shooting percentage, followed by 1 to 2 dribbles. A player is more likely to make a shot the smaller number of dribbles before the shot. In addition, the comparison of expected points made for the different shooting categories reveals that Roanoke shot significantly above expected from 0 to 5 feet away from the basket and from the 3-point line. The final report will include both a team analysis and an individual analysis for Roanoke, and the In the individual report will be more specific information on the best types of shots and shooting categories based on both position and specific player. Finally, I'd like to give a shout out to both the Roanoke College Stat Crew and the New Sport Analytics concentration. There are endless opportunities for more research and independent studies to be done within Roanoke College athletics. There's opportunities for hands-on experience, working directly with Roanoke College coaches, helping out collect and analyze data during Roanoke College athletic games, as well as a lot of opportunities to expand to more sports at Roanoke College. Thank you all for watching my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you to Dr. Mitten for all your help throughout this independent study in the past 4 years.